Good morning. That was a really silly time to get out of bed in the morning, wasn't it? Now, I'm recording this on my new vlogging camera, so I'm not 100% convinced that it's going to work. I'm also trying to take photos at the same time, so excuse me if I keep dodging about. I've come down to a place called Thurne in Norfolk, which according to Google Maps was 3 hours away. According to my sat-nav, it's 3.5. So I've arrived somewhat later than I expected to, but I was greeted with the most amazing sunrise. It was incredible. Unfortunately, I figured when I got down here, as I got closer, the sun is rising over here. Let me just spin you around. The sun is rising over there, and the subject that I came down to shoot is here. And I'm hoping you can see this because I have no front screen. The windmill. So it's been a little bit of a rush, which isn't my favourite occupation, but I found what I think is quite a nice little composition. I've got a path here, which is frosty, leading up through the reeds to the windmill, and then this morning when I arrived we had some beautiful clouds going overhead in reds and pinks, very subtle cones, very muted, which was what I wanted. That was the muted area. Over there, if I can spin you around, just over there, it was absolutely on fire, but that wasn't really what I was after. So the best of the colour is gone. Sorry, something's moving in the bushes down there. I presume it's a dog or a fox or a rabbit or something. I'm going to use the rest of my couple of hours down here just to have a scoot around, and for future reference I'd like to be over the other side, so I need to figure out how to get there. I'm not sure, it doesn't seem to be a footpath, so I'm guessing you have to take a road round to the other side. But yes, it was well worth getting out of bed and driving 3.5 hours and 200 miles for. It is lovely being around with just the birds. There's some fishermen come out and a couple of photographers over the other side, but that's it. There's barely a breeze. There's a couple, and there might be another shot over there that I'm going to have a go at getting. And I was shooting at f/13 and ISO 100 just for a change, and the shot that I got that I was quite impressed with was at 10 seconds, and that's with the polariser and the reverse Grad on, because the sky is considerably brighter than the windmill. This is a scouting mission for future meets, because we're looking at having a meet down on the Norfolk Broads and Norfolk in general, the Norfolk coast. So I wanted a couple of ideas for other places to come. So I'm just going to try and give you a spin round. Although we're doing water again, it's not seascapes, because I think I've had a bit of a fill of seascapes, having had the week down at Dorset. I will be back on them again, but I did say that this year I was going to be doing different places, excuse me, different locations. And just for the record, it's about 2 degrees, so it's fairly chilly. If I get anything else other than the shot that I've just shown you the lineup for, I will pop it up. If not, thanks for watching. Right, while I'm waiting for me tea to brew, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about what this morning was about. I set a little bit of a challenge to the chaps that I normally go around with doing photography. We go off places, we've just been down to Dorset, and I said, how about we disappear off to a place that nobody else has been to, or at least very few people have been to, and one that you haven't been to yourself, and do a quick 5-minute vlog tell us why, tell us where, tell us when, and show a couple of images. Not essential to get loads of images, but 2 or 3 images maybe, just to give a feel for the place. Anyway, I need to get me tea and me breakfast. Back in a minute. Well, where was I? I was at Thurne in Norfolk, and I decided to go there purely because the weather was rubbish everywhere else in the country. I'd looked at all sorts. I'd looked at Llanberis, I'd looked at scooting up to Glencoe, I was going to go down to the south coast again, and it was horrendous everywhere. Excuse me, I need some tea. I'd really seen one other photo of Thurne, and that was by one of the guys that I'd been down to Dorset with, and I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it and thought that's on my list of places to go. So having set the challenge to the guys, I thought I'm going to do that, and this weekend was ideal. The weather forecast looked probably as near perfect as I was ever going to get. There was a threat of having fog as well, which would have been ideal. There was a little bit of low-lying mist, but nothing really to speak of. The sun was going to hit the side of the windmill, which I'd looked on the photographer's ephemeris, so I knew that was going to happen. What I didn't bank on was the amazing colour that came up. I could have done with being there about an hour earlier, but that would have meant leaving home at 3 o'clock, which would have meant getting up at 2 o'clock, which was never going to happen. So the next time I do this, I will be coming down the night before and camping, definitely. Was it worth it? Yes, 100% it was. To some it might seem a little bit excessive, 3.5 hours driving, 200 miles to get 2, maybe 3 images. But yeah, it was worth every second of it. I was hoping, believe it or not, for no clouds and just that gorgeous band of muted pastel tones that you get. But I'm not complaining, I got colour in the sky which was fabulous. So anyway, I'm going to finish my porridge and my cup of tea. I'm going to head off and see my folks, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one. Have a good day. See you soon, guys. Bye.